Alright, Vault Dwellers, listen up. Today I'm showing you 3 soap locations in Fallout 76. And spoiler alert, one of them is not in my ass. But if you want to stop smelling like you've been French kissed by a scorched, pay attention. Because these spots are the difference between clean and clinically hazardous. Now before you roll your eyes and click off, think about this. How many times have you ever dug through every damn house in Appalachia and found nothing but empty bottles and shame? Exactly. I've bled, sweated, and gagged my way through the wasteland to bring some actual hot spots. 3 prime locations loaded with more soap than a Vault Tech prison shower. Let's get into it. Alright, first stop, Garrahan Estate. Nothing says luxury living in the ash heap like finding a couple of feral ghouls before you even step inside. It's a good thing they didn't smell too bad, probably because they're the only residents here that actually don't need soap. First stop, the first floor, the zoo floor, because apparently someone thought, you know what my multi-million-dollar estate needs? A mini zoo. And why not? Let's head on over to the kitchen and, oh yes, soap. Because if there's one thing that I love, it's seasoning my Brahmin steak with Irish Spring. And look at that, another bar located in the bathroom. Groundbreaking. Imagine a dev who sat in the meeting and said, guys, let's put a single bar of soap in here. That'll keep them busy. And Todd said, it just works. Now we head upstairs, gun range on the right, because nothing screams wealth like putting a firing range next to a guest bedroom. Bathroom here too, and oh yeah, jackpot, toilet paper and beer. Because who needs hygiene when you can cry wipe your way through alcoholism? On the 3rd floor, spoiler, there's no soap. Bethesda just looked at the floor and said, yeah, hygiene is optional. Heading on up to the 4th floor, at the top of the stairs there's a bathroom, it's empty. Just down the hallway there's a bedroom bathroom, it's empty. And at this point I feel like I'm just looting sadness. But across the hall in the kitchen, would you look at that? Soap, and right in the same vicinity of the irradiated fridge. Heading up to the 5th floor now into the boogie bedroom. Bathroom's got nothing, but this little hot tub room is a jackpot. This time around 2 bars of soap, because apparently if you're rich enough to own a hot tub, you're also rich enough to double fist your hygiene. There's also another bedroom over here with a bathroom, but the only thing I've ever found in here is disappointment. And here we are, the 6th and final floor, a bar, which is perfect because after climbing 6 floors for 3.5 bars of soap, the only thing you want is to drink until you forget you wasted your time climbing 6 floors for 3.5 bars of soap. So all being told, 4 bars of soap, a hot tub, and a mild drinking problem, Garrahan Estate is not the end game, but it can inch you closer to your soap goal. Next up, Darlin Sister's Lab in the forest. And don't let the name fool you, there's nothing Darlin about it. Unless of course your idea of Darlin is 3 different flavors of floaters puking in your general direction, chocolate, vanilla, and radiation swirl. Right behind this shack is where the magic happens. See this little wheelbarrow? Yeah, for some reason, Appalachia's premier soap distribution hub. Sometimes you get 4, sometimes you get 10. This time, we got 7. Which is basically like hitting the scratch-off jackpot if your dream prize is not smelling like hobbit feet. So if you thought soap in a wheelbarrow was your peak for Fallout 76 design, buckle up. Because the next location makes this look like a Walmart clearance bin. And trust me, you're going to want to see this. Finally, our last location, Camp McClintock. Nothing screams patriotism like a Boy Scout boot camp filled with ghouls and questionable hygiene. We're headed west over here to a plateau where we can see a power distribution tower. Apparently, the army thought that this would be a good place to stockpile soap underneath high voltage lines. Now, if Bethesda had given us a parachute, this would take just 5 seconds. But no, instead, I'm hoofing it downhill like an idiot. Strap in, folks, because this riveting descent takes about 15 seconds or so. Go ahead, stretch your legs, grab a drink. I'll be here regretting my life choices. And oh look, a scavenger enjoying a cold one. Because nothing says immersive gameplay like watching an NPC drink a beer while I chase soap. Honestly, I respect it. That NPC's living better than I am. And here we are under the power distribution tower. Ladies and gentlemen, behold the bathtub of dreams. Skeleton just chilling here in the tub surrounded by soap bars like he died the cleanest man in Appalachia. On this run, we've got 19. But I've seen as many as 30 in here. This isn't a soap stash, it's a Costco. So there you have it, 3 prime soap locations in Fallout 76. Garrahan Estate, Darlin Sister's Lab, and the grand finale here at Camp McClintock. Now I've got to ask, what is the dumbest challenge that you've done in this game? Collecting soap ranks right up there with them for me. Let's be real, if you're here, you're probably the kind of person who filled a stash box with clown boxes or antique globes. Drop it in the comments, hit the like button, and of course, smash subscribe so you never miss more high quality content like me digging through bathtubs for soap. I'm the Naked Vault Dweller. Love you, bye.